Hey, good morning. Hope y'all are doing okay this morning. That's me and my wife. We're in Chicago. That's our engagement photo shoot there. That was a fun time. Well, today I'm going to start with a story. When I was I guess it was my junior year, maybe my senior year, I can't really quite remember, went to the Czech Republic with Moody Bible Institute. It was basically a class where you planned a mission trip and then you executed the mission trip. And so we went to the Czech Republic. And if you've ever been to another country, I mean, you know, there's all kinds of little weird things that are just different. I shouldn't even call them weird. They're just different than what we do here. Like even you have to get a different plug for outlets because their outlets are different than ours in America. Something as simple as that, a phone charger, you have to get a different plug for. But one thing that was really weird is I remember, you know, our plane landed, we got out in the airport, and we start walking around Prague in the Czech Republic and walking up and down the streets. And then I was like, man, I really got to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom like really bad. And so we're walking down the street and I'm like, oh, look, there's a McDonald's. Perfect. And I can get ice cream after I go to the bathroom. Like this is a win-win right here. And so I go running into this McDonald's. The bathroom's in the basement. I go running down the stairs to this bathroom. And what do I see in front of the bathroom door but a turnstile like what you would see at Dollywood before you get on a roller coaster ride. You know, those little metal things that you run into, you walk through and it turns and it kind of counts and they can lock, right? They can lock so you can't necessarily get through if there's already enough people on the ride or whatever. That's in front of the bathroom, and I remember looking and being like, what in the world has happened? I just want to get into the bathroom. And then I looked to the right and there was a little thing where you put coins into. You see, a lot of European nations actually make you pay to use their restrooms in restaurants or even their public restrooms that are out and about. You got to put in basically the equivalent of a quarter just to get in and use the restroom. Now, why is that? Why do you think that other nations maybe make you pay a little bit to use their restroom? Part of the reason is what you read today in your 8th grade Bible book. And that is they want to provide incentives for keeping their restrooms clean. An incentive is basically like this. Another example. If I tell you that I'm going to pay you $20 to mow my lawn and you mow my lawn, the incentive that you have for mowing my lawn and doing it well would be the $20 that is going to come at the end once you're done mowing my lawn. So that's basically incentive. It gives you reason to do something. So a lot of European nations say, well, we want to keep our bathrooms clean. Maybe if we make people pay a little extra bucks to use the restroom. One, maybe they'll keep it a little more clean. Two, we can pay people maybe a little better, a little more regularly to come and clean those restrooms. And listen, if you've ever been into a public restroom, even a gas station bathroom here in America, you know that, hey, maybe that's not a bad system. I don't know. If it's me, I just want to use the restroom. I want to use it for free when I want to use it. But that's just the system that they have there. So today your discussion questions is going to be on incentives and also on stewardship. And stewardship is taking care of the things that have been given to you, that you have been blessed with. Now, you guys know if your parents, some of you, if your parents walk up to you and just give you a brand new iPhone 12 or 13, whatever iPhone we're on, and they just give that to you for free, you might be a little less inclined to take really good care of that. Now, some of you have a better understanding of how much that costs your parents and how important that thing is to take care of, and so you might take care of it well. But the reality is you don't have a lot of incentive to steward what you have been given well. Now, some of you, your parents have looked and said, listen, I don't care if you have a phone, but guess what? You got to pay for it. You got to pay for your phone bill. You know, you got to pay for any overages that you do. You're more likely to steward that cell phone well because it came at a cost to you. Now, whether or not something is given to us freely, whether or not something is earned by us, the reality is that God has given us some things and we need to be responsible. And wise stewards of how to take care of those things. This is glorifying to God. If you remember a couple lessons ago, the Lord put Adam and Eve in the garden, and he says to work it, right? To take care of it, to develop it. He says, I'm giving you this to take care of. I'm blessing you with this so that you can take care of this. Will you do it for my glory? So think about some of the things that have just been freely given to you today. Are you taking really good care of those things? Are you glorifying God in the way and in the things that he has blessed you with? Or are you just like, I don't really care, and you're just not taking care of things, not being respectful of things? I mean, something as simple as keeping your room clean. That is being a wise steward, a good steward of, hey, guess what? You have a roof over your head. You have a room with a bed in it, with clothes in it, with privacy involved in it. And not everybody in the world has that. Like, that is an extreme blessing that you have. Will you be a good steward of it? Will you take care of it? One day, when maybe you own a home or a car, will you be a good steward of it? Not so that you can become obsessed with the material world or material things, not because material things own us, but because to take care of these things that God has blessed us with is one of his original commissions. And that is to fill the earth and subdue it, right? To steward it well, to take care of the things he has blessed us with. Love you guys. Post a prayer request in the class wall today, and I'll see you later.